that I prepared based on my experience, observation, to some extent research as well. I've carried out some research on possibility of pluralism with various friends and partners locally in Malaysia as well as in the region, especially with Indonesia, as well as some European partners with Sweden. We had some grant with Sweden, so we did the comparative research together with Sweden. Fascinating. It's always good to see how people perceive us. And I just like to share with you something that I had an experience with my Swedish partner. Swedish people are very peace-loving, right? Remember during the World War, Sweden abstained. They did not support either powers, right? We had a conference that we had to organize within 3 countries, right? Indonesia, Malaysia, Sweden. So we had organized it in Malaysia. So we want to bring the conference to Indonesia, and it's meant to be held in Jakarta. But if you remember back in many years ago, the satay bombing, not the satay bombing, the bombing that happens in the mall in Jakarta. Sarina Mall, sorry, I forgot. Sarina Mall nearby, where after the bombing, somebody was still selling satay in front of the mall. You remember that? So what happened because of that news, right? Because of that piece of news, our friends, our partner from Sweden, were afraid to go to Indonesia. The whole of Indonesia. I said, no, Indonesia is safe. It's just. I mean, look at people in Indonesia. We are peace-loving people. It's just a small incident there. There's no problem. So we had partners, and she had problem going to Indonesia. I said, okay, let's change not to go to Jakarta. We go to another city. So we decided to go to Jakarta instead. So. And I said, Jakarta, that's a place to learn about religion. These wonders of the world is there. What? She said, I said, Borobudur, Prambanan. What is that? She never heard of that. So she starts searching, and then at the end we brought the conference to Jakarta, and she loved Jakarta very much. Got impressed with the warmth, the friendliness of the people there, and And Yogyakarta is a special place because it's one city, or not city, the whole province, right? Not just Yogyakarta province, but the alignment of the Kraton, the palace, the Borobudur, the Prambanan, and up to the southern sea, right? So we have Hinduism, we have Islam, we have Buddhism, what was that? Indigenous religion, right? And it's still being aligned to one line there. So those of you who have not been to UGM, have not been to Yogyakarta, I really encourage you to go to Yogyakarta. It's a city that's not like none other. Can really experience the Nusantara experience. So this is the presentation from a Nusantara perspective. What is Nusantara? I will explain a bit more, but let me go to the first slide. By the way, this presentation is my presentation, but also my brother contributed to parts of the presentation. So Mohammad Bustami down there, he researched on the spirituality in Nusantara as well, so I got some information from him as well. So I'd like to share with you another slide, and this slide is Masjid Istiqlal. Sorry, Istiqlal is quite a tongue twister there. Istiqlal, which means independent, or independence. Is the largest masjid. I do not say mosque because mosque is a disparaging word that the Spanish come up with. Mosque actually comes from the word mosquito, right? So it's in a way to disparage, to belittle the Muslims. So like the shape of the Qubah, the shape of the dome, right? It has a sharp thing on coming out that looks like mosquito. So the Spaniards, the Spaniards were